out babies and send them out to the streets to beg and be traumatized in life. Ndị nwe m na ndị njem ọnụ, I want you all to understand how blessed, progressive, and precious we are as a nation. From generation to generation, our culture teaches us one central truth: life is sacred. This is why we bear names like Ndubisi, life is a principal thing. Ndoka, life is supreme. Ndokako, life is greater than wealth. Why? We value life. Life is precious to us. We understand the essence and beauty of life. We don't joke with life. They also show clearly what our ancestors believed. Life comes first. We understand the value, beauty, and purpose of being alive. Even the word we call human being is a motto. Mando, the beauty of life. Yes, we Igbos call motto mando, the beauty of life. To us, a person is not just a body, is a gift, a miracle. A person is a God himself. Exactly. Because life is sacred. We honor both the living and the departed. This is why we perform proper burial rites, why we gather to mourn, why we give respect to those who have crossed over. We do not rush life. We do not waste it. We do not treat it casually. We are not like those who don't care a toss about life. Like someone dies now, and before the sun goes down, the person is buried and he ends there. No, we don't do like that. That's why they don't see it as anything to destroy and take lives. Yes, that's why many of them don't care about the tens of thousands being slaughtered in the north. They wave it aside because life to them means nothing. Their religion endorses it. Allah brought, Allah takes. Shikina. In Igbo land, if it were possible to buy life with money, an Igbo person would gladly sell everything to save a relative. And in reality, we already do this. We sell land, cars, property, anything we have just to keep someone alive. If someone dies suddenly, we ask questions, we investigate, we try to understand how to prevent such loss in the future. We take health seriously. We take what we eat seriously. This is why our food culture is rich and healthy, rooted in natural combinations that sustain life. Yes, we chase success and we work hard, but we never place money above life. N'ihi na harando ako onirerie. As akwụkwọ nsọ si kwuo, a living dog is better than a dead lion. Life first, everything else later. Yeah. Surviving is frankly, man, every other thing is bullshit. We invest heavily in life. We don't joke with our kids, no matter how poor an Igbo family is. They must make sure their children go to school. They must engage in legitimate businesses and entrepreneurial programs just to better life. It is no miracle that our region is the most developed, the most educated, and the one with the highest standard of living in this part of the world. We don't poop out babies and send them out to the streets to beg and be traumatized in life. We cherish our children, we protect and fight for our children, and we can go any length to ensure our children live and flourish. Look at the north. Cute, beautiful children who should be in school but are being failed by their elites. These are people who have ruled Nigeria for the most years, but they can't empower their people. They have the richest black person in the world, but they are equally the poorest of the poorest. They have failed those children they left to roam about and suffer in the streets. Do you know the number of northern children that have died in the streets? Why wouldn't they be willing tools in the hands of the terrorists? The northern system and philosophy of life failed them. Those that even tried going to school are kidnapped here and there. Little girls in the north are married off and used as sex toys in the hands of the male-dominated lords over there. And some privileged and over-bloated buffoon will open her mouth and say the Igbos are the problem. Negativity, I'm not yet done with you. I'm not. Those monsters you are pampering and making cases for will deal with you. Ndigbo, we are blessed. Ndigbo Simonu, we are blessed. Itete n'ụtụtụ cheta na iwu onye Igbo gị bilie tiere Chineke mba anyị yo. Asimonu, we are blessed. We have a covenant of life with Chukwu Okike Abiama. That's why we have not been erased from the surface of the earth. That's why we must protect our region fiercely from the wandering feet of those bloodthirsty savages. That is why we survive. That is why we rise again and again and again. And that is why we must defend our region, our families, our children, and our future with wisdom and vigilance. Kunyeno na ade ha akpawo nkata ojo. Mana chukwu okike abịama ga-efopụ ha. We will continue to speak out on the killings and destruction of lives in Nigeria. We are not chameleons who betray our people because we are desperate for power. We are not. Mba. Kama anyị ga-eriju ahụ dachi ụzọ ọ ga-akara anyị mma na anyị mere gịnị? Tinyere m ya na comment section. Instead of eating what would destroy us, let us go hungry and live, because a living dog is better than a dead lion. Ndigbo, let us be vigilant, because there is snake lurking at the rooftop. What is happening in Kwara is not happening in isolation. I know they are reaping the consequences of what their leaders did, but nobody deserves to be treated like that. Yes, we might be at loggerheads with Ndubisi. We will still call black black and white white. At this point, Nigeria is bleeding. We need to sit up and re-strategize, because when the eyes cry, the nose cry. Not because they are siblings in this case, but because they are neighbors. As whatever made the eyes cry will make the nose bleed. Exactly. Don't forget, if your children do not know how to speak Igbo or solve mathematics properly, bring them into my academy. If you want Japa or you define solution concerning Japa things, come, I did for you. If you want to learn how to create content and edit videos, I am also here for you. If you also want to learn AI content, come, I did for you. We have lands available for sale across Igbo regions. Send me a DM.